talk about learning as you go. You, um, as Jimmy mentioned, coached at Brick, coached at Wall, went back to your alma mater, coached at Ryder, and
Yeah.
then uh, you got the opportunity for the last 2 years to coach your son.
Yeah. So I came back to Howell for 2 years. My son's junior and senior year. I got a chance to coach Kyle, and I really enjoyed it. I did. It was a lot of fun, man. We got really close. I'm going to share a really quick story with you with Kyle. So Kyle got pretty upset. He got knocked out of districts, right? So Howell's pretty competitive, successful program. And Kyle, some people might know this story, but Kyle got knocked out of districts his sophomore year. And Kyle was an athlete. And he was like one of those baseball players, pretty good shortstop and all that stuff. And he played soccer, but he was never really never really dove in, right? He was always one of those kids that was pretty good on a travel level, but like never winning championships or anything like that, which is cool, whatever. And then he, as a sophomore, he ended up getting knocked out of districts, is pretty good weight class. And he was crying. And I went into the locker room and I sat with him and I said, "What are you upset about?" And he's like, I didn't get out, man. I can't. Most of my team, I guess, they would get like 12 kids out, is out, and I'm not out. I'm not going to regions." And I said to him at that point, I said, "Well, you're not really all in, Kyle. And if you want to get all in on this, you got to let me know." I said, "Because this is something that you don't put one foot in the door and one foot out. You got to have both feet in." And he's like, upset about it. And then he asked me if I would help. And I never, ever, you know, pushed my kids to do anything. And I coached him on the side, but was never like, "Hey, push it, you got to do this, you got to do that." So he made a decision. And I said, "Okay, I'll make that decision." And things were going on in directions at Ryder. And I decided, hey, maybe this would be a good opportunity for me to come back a little bit and help my son out. Cause I felt like, I missed those years with Jake, my older son, who wrestled at Delaware Valley University for 4 years. And I was at Ryder while he was coaching, when he was competing at Howell. And I felt bad about that, and I was missing 2 years of Kyle. And I said, "Okay, man, if you're in, I'm in." And I said, "Well, I'll see you at 5 o'clock in the morning." And this was the day
Day
he
after districts.
had just lost his district. And he looked at me and he was kind of like, What?" I said, "I'll see you in the morning." I go, "If I'm going to make this decision to do this, I got to know you're all in." So for 30 days straight, I woke his ass up at 5 o'clock in the morning and we got after it. We got after it, and it was cool. And then I decided, all right, this is it. He's in. So it was cool. And then, he did a good job. He ended up, pretty much having a pretty nice high school career. And I'm proud of him. He was captain of his high school team. He's captain of his college team now at the College of New Jersey. He's studying, to be an accountant, following my wife's footsteps. You know, he's going to make money, not like a teacher. He's going to be all right. So that's cool.
That's
Yeah, so that's a
awesome.
quick little story about him. I'm super proud of him, and I'm super proud of my son Jake. Man, he wrestled for 4 years at Delaware Valley University, and that kid was a starter for 4 years, and he just dug it. He dug it out, man. He's one of those kids that was not truly in love with the sport, but just didn't have quit in him. And every year, man, he contemplating not doing it. And at the Division III level, look, it's the same bill. There's no athletic money there.
Yeah.
And I kept telling him, "Look, you don't have to." But man, he never gave up, never quit. He just battled through. And I was super proud of him. Super proud of all my kids. My daughter plays soccer. She's at Howell. She's honing in on a couple of Division I schools. I'm super proud of her. Super smart, that kind of stuff. So I'm very lucky, very blessed to have great, great kids, awesome family, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was kind of a cool story. But again, like my coach in college, he used to say something that resonated with me for years. He says, "You get in, you get out, or you get run over. Those are the three choices." And I never forget that. I still use that line today in practice with my wall guys. You gotta get in, you gotta get out, or you're gonna get run over. So make a decision here, right?